Vanakkam, Namaskara, Namaste. A very good morning to one and all. Respected judges, my fellow speakers, and first of all, I would like to begin my talk by giving my thanks to first Dr. DR.AGARWAL, who's the chairperson of the organizer for this conference. Second to Dr. Pankaj Ji, Dr. Vidya Niranjan Madam, Bhuvaneshwari Madam, and the whole RVCE team. I happen to remember Anirudh's name and the whole team. And without the audience who are present here, I appreciate each and every student, who are behind this organizing this conference, and my fellow speakers and one of my gurus here, Professor DV sir. He's there, I'd like to take his blessings and nice crowd of people. See, I'm going to talk on a different topic. It is about agriculture, okay? But I'll show you some part of genomics work which is related. And I am a molecular biologist by profession, and I work at the Kuwait Institute for Scientific Research, which is a scientific organization in Kuwait. Kuwait is a country which has the highest currency in the world. 275 rupees is one Kuwaiti dinar. We only have oil. It is a desert country. I'll be talking about that later. And Assalamu alaikum to you guys there, it's very, very, I happen to be one of the project director for a very famous project wherein we've designed a prototype to grow plants in space. Sunita Williams is currently working on that prototype because she's just idle there. She has nothing to do over there. And this is the only possible hope for her till February 2025. So I'll be talking about that, and I'll be talking about innovative strategies we follow in how agriculture is done, okay? Again, thanks to the organizers of this seminar first, and this is I can have a mic. Yeah, I think this is better. I'm audible, right? So, probably, I work for the Desert Agriculture and Ecosystems Program, and this is my research. We are a purely research organization, and our ultimate goal is to produce food and feed by adopting international best practices. Imagine I am doing agriculture in the desert, okay? You can see pictures. I'm growing in soilless. I don't use any pesticides. Zero pesticides. It's only 100%, I won't say it's organic. We use only what is needed for the plant, and it's all biological pest management. And we recently even touched 61 degrees Celsius, July 17, 2024, 61 degrees Celsius, That is the temperature conditions that I work in. And importance, so half of my research is involved in greenhouse, protected agriculture, anything under protected structures. And the other half is on vertical farming, wherein we use high-tech technology for growing plants in a vertical mode in very extreme conditions. For example, if you take, we tested a lot in the North Pole and the South Pole before we designed this prototype and worked on it, and we sent it to the space in 2019. Okay, so this machine called Veggie is lying in the International Space Research Station for more than 5 years now. And the astronauts first wanted food. Now, so we grow leafy vegetables and all this strawberries, and now they're demanding they want flowers for them, That's the stage that we are in now. So this is a pilot seawater greenhouse integrated production of, you use the seawater to generate fresh water using solar energy, and you grow crops inside the greenhouse in this structure. Then you grow algae, you grow seafood, we grow prawns, everything. So it's an integrated system which is happening. And this is my research facility, which is available there. And you can see the whole controlled environment. See, I have greenhouses. This is a 50,000 square meter greenhouse area, wherein I have different structures, different technologies to work inside my greenhouse. And Kuwait, as I told you, it's a very, very small country in the Middle East. It's called the Pearl of the Gulf. I told you the richest currency in the world. One Kuwaiti dinar is equal to 273 rupees. And it's keeping high and high. It's a semi-democratic monarchy. Okay, it's ruled by the king, and the crown prince. And we are a research organization which is called Kuwait Institute for Scientific Research, and we do only research, no academic things. I'm here, and again, I would thank both Sunita madam and Pankaj and Vidya madam. I want to get into collaboration. I also have a small startup in Chennai, which deals with innovative agricultural technologies. So I'm trying to meet people and recruit, because we have lots of analysis work to be done, which we outsource to people, you know. So I would like to collaborate with organizations and get into people, have youngsters into my team, as well as provide an opportunity for them. So harsh climates, I told you, so we get dust storms. Imagine you can't even grow vegetables at 25, 30 degrees here. But imagine we are talking about 60 degrees. 1 liter of water costs me around 200 rupees in Kuwait. 1 liter of petrol costs me only 22 rupees. So that is the difference. So for me, petrol is not important. For me, electricity is damn cheap. I pay hardly, maybe I pay just maybe 5 paisa per unit. But I pay for 1 unit of water, I might be paying 200 to 300 rupees per, I'm talking about in here. So water is very precious for me. And we have very, very poor soil. The ppm of the soil is going to be very, very high. It's going to be very salty. And partial self-sufficiency, that is why we are talking into protected agriculture. Okay, so how did I land in NASA from Kuwait is, this was like 10 years back. We went on the base station because Kuwait has the money. So Kuwait holds a 40% stake in that prototype which NASA has developed. So myself, I don't talk, we talk as a team, my team, and we have 5 other teams from Germany, Norway, US, and Canada who collaborate together, and we design this prototype in different aspects. So these are the different kinds of greenhouse structures you're talking. These are all low-tech structures, you know. You have only, you'll have a covering, a plastic sheet, and you'll have a cooling pad. So air is pumped, a fan pumped, and water flows through this and comes out. This is soilless method, so you grow in the soil, you grow plants. Greenhouse with high structures. Then you talk about polyethylene tunnels. So these are protected structures to help you people understand. These are protected structures wherein I use to grow plants. So you give the plant what it requires. You know, it's same like a human being. You give the plant the correct temperature, the correct conditions, the correct nutrients, the plant is going to give you more than what you expect about it. And main crops that we grow is tomato, cucumbers, capsicum, beans, eggplant, lettuce, and strawberry. And these are my developmental research options that I've been working on. Majorly, you know, it would be, these are the research strategy ideas that we're working on. These are the different methods. Again, these are all containerized. See, what I'm able to grow in 1 acre, I will be able to do it in just 1,000 square meters of space. That is what is my policy. My calculation is per square meter, how much of tomato I'm going to get. We have achieved 26 kilograms in 3 harvests, the same in 1 square meter. 1 square meter is just this. I'm able to get 26 kilograms of tomato from a single plant, just imagine. So that is the rate of technology that we're talking about. So these are cucumbers, we use slabs. You know, these are slabs where we fill them with a mixture of vermiculate, compost, and peat moss, perlite, and other things. Again, soilless culture is, I don't use soil at all, zero soil. Okay, I use a medium which supports my plant for growth. So these are the advantages. So sustainability. Sustainability, we are talking about sustainability, which is the core thing of this conference where they've introduced this. And my research priorities, improvements in cooling efficiency, greenhouse automation, improvements in structure. Then we use solar energy to capture energy, because we have sun most of the day, right? But again, there are problems with that. So we are trying to use seawater, use solar energy, convert it into drinking water, and then use it for your plants. This is the greenhouses. This is the advantages of greenhouses. So this is my greenhouse, the initial greenhouse facility, which is in the heart of a desert. In the heart of the desert, you can see we've constructed a greenhouse, and this is how we grow. So you have a fan on this side, you have a pad on the side. So this fan will keep running, so water will keep flowing, and this fan will suck the air. So the temperature inside is controlled. It gives you a cooler temperature. And we have the latest, it's all automated, you know. Every plant will receive 10 a.m., 10 ml of water. I need this plant number 1 to be done, it will be done. It's all highly automated systems. And you can see these are the covers. So whenever I get a sandstorm, I don't want my cooling pad, so I just lower these and it automatically lowers down. So these are the fertilizer tanks. It's computer controlled. It's not like you on a motor, nothing. I just do a computer programming over here. This machine will take care of everything. Okay, I will mix whatever nutrients I want. I'll just give it, which is my formulation, which we scientists develop, because every crop requires a specific temperature, a specific nutrition. It is not that I cannot give the same nutrition that I'm giving to tomato, I cannot give it to strawberry. It depends. So this is how the benches are. Then this is how, this is when the plants are not there. This is when the plants are in full, okay? So this benches hold, this 300 square meter facility holds around, like, I believe around 2,850 pots like this. So these are different varieties of lettuce, basil, strawberry, all these plants we grow. Okay, see, these are strawberry plants. This is kale. Then you have lettuce varieties, different kinds of varieties. See, over here you see, you have these small tubes, okay? This will give the nutrition, everything for the whole. We call this spaghetti type of irrigation. Spaghetti, like your noodle. It likes like a noodle. So this is again a 300 square meter greenhouse. I don't use soil, okay? Zero soil, I told you. See, again, this is, I have 50 plants. So totally in this space, I have 500 plants. 50 on each row, 5 rows. So each plant will have a water being given to it. Water or nutrition or whatever it is. Then I have monitors, sensors, and other things to control my temperature. Then I have screening levels also. This is when, these are tomato plants kept. This is how we grow. We grow each plant, this is how tomato grows. We use grow boxes. Then, again, you can see tomatoes coming out. These are grow boxes we use. You get these milk packets coming, right? So we fill them with a particular medium for holding the plants and just give it. Then these are different types of, vegetables that I got from, these are products of your own Karnataka. Sri Ashram actually provided this particular thing with these. So these are all bell pepper varieties, chili varieties, okay? These are all, none of them are tomatoes or something. Then you have red color okra, then cauliflower, and these are different kinds of tomatoes, 8 different varieties of tomatoes, okay? Why am I showing you this? See, it's going to give me the same type of energy, the same amount of whatever I'm going to spend. But this tomato over here costs me 1 kilogram, 50 rupees. But this tomato over here, which is yellow pear variety, costs around 300 to 400 rupees per 500 grams. So I'm going to use the same thing. For example, if you go for blueberry variety or if you go for cherry tomatoes, they're very, very expensive. Each kilogram costs like around 700, 800, even 1,000 rupees. So you use the same thing, you use the technology, you try to develop a variety which is required by most. And this is what I showed you, different varieties of tomatoes that we grow. Okay, these are all plants which have been tested, trialed in Kuwait, as well as in Canada, as well as the NASA Florida base station, as well as they have been grown using veggie at the International Space Station. That is why I'm showing you these pictures. Different kinds of soilless production systems. I have to run through my slides. I've taken permission from Pankaji for an extra 5 minutes because I cannot complete it. That's why it's a huge talk. Sorry for that. And relevance of the topic to this area is, I'm into sustainable agriculture and genomics. Again, I'm telling you, I'm in this session. Anyways, hope my talk is interesting to you. This one sips. You have nothing inside this. It's a box where you have only water inside. See, you see how tomatoes are growing. See, this is again the sips where cucumbers are grown. These are, we grow flowers and lettuce. So using aerophonic systems. So these are grow bags which used to grow tomatoes. These are grow box, okay? Then these are tomato, just a close-up view of thing. This is how the flowers will look when you take it out, okay? No soil, see, nothing is this. This is how we grow. And different systems, all containerized pot system. Then see, these are multi-level stacked layer system. See, these are tower system, vertigrow system, which we have developed for strawberry. See, normally you can keep just one plant, right? But here you see there are around 40 plants in the same space that you grow one plant. That is the advantage of it. So I am talking about, I have a company which deals with manufacturing and growing of such systems. We have designed, prototyped, and have made available systems for home, office, and farming purposes. This is a plant factory, and this is greenhouse. These are cherry tomatoes being grown. You can see this is a very, very small space. This is not even, I think, maybe not even 30 square meters. Just see how many plants. I have around 60 plants inside this. See how the tomatoes come. So this is my greenhouse inner view when we use cocoa slabs, and computerized. I will know which plant over where, what is it doing. I'll know every year I have a monitoring system. In and out, it will tell me completely over here. That is where computerization and, life is no longer, you cannot be only computers or biology or whatever it is. You have to have a mix and match of different subjects which will enable you to grow well in the future. Yes, we are all here for a purpose. So live life to the fullest, enjoy, but keep a goal and set it where you're leaving, Quickly, I'll run through. This is my research baby. This is the mother prototype of what we have kept in space. So we call this MAPS. It's Modular Agricultural Production System. And it was initially between us, Kisar, and the University of Guelph in Canada. So it was same. We used this technology concept for life on space. So we thought, if Mars or space is a very, very higher climate, even Kuwait has a very, very different higher climate. So why don't we test such systems at very high climates? So it's completely, I don't do any genetic modifications. I let the plant naturally react. If you give something different, it gives you something different. And my specialization over here is how light and how nutrition affects plants growth. Okay, for example, if you give only blue light to a plant will grow like this. If you give only red light, it will grow tall. So plants have different characteristics. So this is the research tool I'm talking about, wherein we have 3 layers. So it's a 2 by 1 meter. That's it, this unit, okay? And it's 8 meters in height. If you see this particular prototype, I can grow 162 plants. So these are my specific objectives, look for light recipes, nutrient recipes, and all this. So this is how it looks. 3 layers, 3 different lights I'm giving, and I'm trying to test what is happening. So this is my lab where this mother prototype lies. This is the brain. It's completely, again, computerized, controlled. I can click off my mobile phone. I will know what is happening over there in Kuwait. So that is how I have a firewall to access my system and know how we do this particular type of, how are my plants responding, what is the conditions that I'm going over there. And just when the lettuce seeds are done, then, so these were all the things that we looked into. Another 3-4 minutes, please. That's it. I finished off first. Yeah, soon, madam, soon. Okay, so these are some things. So this was what made us do this. If it can be done there, it can be done in the space also, right? So if it's done there, space, so that is why we got this technology into place. And our research unit at Florida Base Station, and you can see how the lab over there looks. And this is the prototype that was designed, because in space, you don't have pressure, gravity, gravitational force is not there. So we had to work in hyperbaric chambers where you completely remove the pressure out of it and you see how the plants react over there. So these are the chambers, bars, and then you see, this is the unit. So the plant will go inside that, and it comes, the studies that we did. This is Jamie, the guy who does the light manufacturing recipes for us. For my research, the former Canadian Prime Minister showcasing our unit first during 2019 at the NASA Space Station a bigger facility. Then these are some light studies we did with genomics, okay? And what we did was, see, I sow the seed comes next, I take it and put it inside this. See, this is how it will look when I lift up the tray, and I do my experiments using different nutrition or light or whatsoever it is. So at the end, I come to know that I've given the same light, everything is the same except the light quality. See how the light quality changes the coloration of the leaves. So this coloration is involved again with various biochemical pathways involved with this. And there was a significant difference. These are the results. And some more just pictures of what all studies we do at the root level, at the shoot level and other things. So we did strawberry. These are strawberry plants. Again, experiments with strawberry. We did an RNA sequencing work with IBAB Bangalore over here. In the future, we have some very good UN projects. I would like to interact with Dr. Vidya Madam and her students over here to get into, we want to outsource certain work, contractual research work. So any other person who's open to doing analysis work for us at the genomic level, biochemical level, or whatsoever it is, I'm open to collaboration with you guys. So we had this paper of our work published in Nature at 2022, December, which was very, very unique paper because there was not much work done on how light affects different biochemical pathways in plants. So during Corona, was getting bored, so started growing whatever I could in that particular facility. And I'd like to thank the management of Kisar, then my colleague and friend, Dr. Vinod, my team and staff. There are nearly 57 people reporting to me, and I would like to thank each and every member of my team. Without them, nothing would have happened here. And I'm grateful to BGI Hong Kong and IBAB Bangalore. This is my team. He's my super boss, okay, Dr. Mohammed Al-Baho, and my team of immediate reporting team of people. And thank you. I'd like to take any questions if you have, and thank you so much.
Any questions?
And it was a nice presentation, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
And it was rather colorful, and it was tempting our taste buds, right? All of us.
Probably you can
We were admiring the colorful
if you want
vegetables.
to taste, probably I can send you some of my products from Chennai, for sure.
And I would like to ask you were saying about the remotely accessible Argus system. Were you planning to go into growing plants in the space by remotely accessing to it? Do you mean that?
Yeah. We access the systems which are available there.
Okay. So you will be remotely accessing.
Yeah. See, the system that I have in Kuwait, I showed you that system, right?
Yes.
Anybody who has an access to the firewall over there, to the system, can access what is happening over there.
Oh, that's great.
So
awesome.
we had people from the NASA space station from Florida, then people from University of Guelph in Canada, and us. We were the 3 people who will be able to access this. So I will be able to use it. I have an app on my phone, specific app, so I will be able to use it. And what happens, the same thing applies to the system that is kept there also. So probably it is daytime for me when it's night for Canada. So usually they monitor, and whenever any small mistake happens, when you enter these parameters, it sends you an alarm. If nobody responds, it will send you an SMS. Or it will send a call, distress call to the SPOC, the single point of contact, who's in charge of the system.
Okay.
So if something happens, something is going wrong, and any parameter which I have set is not working, suppose the electricity fails or something, it will send an alarm, it will send a SMS, last final distress call, it will call me, because I am in charge of that particular unit. Same way, different labs, different people. And we have to get it corrected, make sure that it does not falter. Because always remember this technology and everything, it's all colorful to watch, nice. It's a never forgiving machine, okay? It's a never forgiving machine. It will give me everything I want. But day 2, day 3, if I don't monitor my pH levels or my EC levels in my nutrient solution, or if I don't monitor my temperature levels, that's it. Again, I'll have to go to stage 1 back. So this technology of hydroponics and soilless cultivation is a never forgiving technique. Always keep that in mind. I would suggest, not advise, all students here, write what you do. I still write. I go to my lab and I write. Morning I went there, I saw this, because that will give you the strength to later on go back to your problems and see what happened. So always, if you're a science person, write and record your observations. You have a strong observation book. That is what I would say.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Hope I answered your question, ma'am.
So I got a question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
It's not by a natural means the plant is not growing there. It's all that your man-made things.
No, madam, it's natural.
Soil and
Everything, it's purely natural.
it's purely
Nothing.
natural.
I'm not even doing any
No,
genetic
it's
modification.
growing in a very compact manner
Yes.
in a concealed area. where it is not being gained by the soul, exact sun and the soil.
What-
You are putting them into the
What I am doing is, I'm giving them an artificial environment.
Yes.
I'm giving them an artificial light.
Okay.
I'm giving them a medium to support.
Fine.
And I'm giving the required nutrients what the plants needs.
But what will be,
Uh, Those are all small weed-like plants.
my question
I'm
is,
talking about 60 degrees in summer, and it will go to 3, 4 degrees, 0 degrees in December. The same happens. And we get frequent dust storms, madam. It's very, very difficult. Humidity will be 0.
so how will be the nutrient content of it? If the humankind is going to take up that tomatoes which has been growing here, and it's all about the globalization where you can get tomatoes and it can be exported also. But still you are growing there and doing some work on it. Will the nutrition be affected? out of this?
What my work is?
Yes.
My work, I have to enhance the quality, which you talk about, and quantity. Okay, because I'm going to give, it's same. Granite is a big stone, but not big. Diamond is a very, very small stone, but it has lots of value. Same thing. We have a strawberry plant, which we do using light and nutrients. We enhance the vitamin C content and give it there. So we pack it, we create using artificial means, but you make the plant respond naturally and enhance the quality of it. We have 100, not 200% very strict quality policy because we check for the nitrate content, we check for the oxalate content, everything, any other heavy metals, anything which gets usually absorbed or whatever it is. And I told you, I don't use 0 pesticides, no pesticides at all enters my greenhouse right from the time, whether it's a greenhouse or in the vertical farm as well.
A small addition, sir. You can try vermicompost also to it. That
We
could
do,
be a better
we actually,
suggestion.
we do actually do vermicompost.
Fine.
I told you, compost is a very, very component. I don't use soil, but I use vermicompost.
Thank you, sir. All the
Thanks,
best for
ma'am.
your good work.
I think Israel technology is the same one.
Yes, sir, exactly.
They are
Exactly.
using the system, and the system is fed with the nutrient availability to the plant. How much zinc should be supplied? How much they detect the deficiency. As per the deficiency, water and nutrients will be supplied to the plant.
Exactly, sir.
So that's how the nutrition value of the plant will be retained. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So, he was asking about disease management. You get sometimes we get tip burn in lettuce, then you might get blossom and rot, for example, tomatoes, which you use using calcium, correct time you give the calcium, you have to do. But I use stringent, even if I'm going to use for pesticide or something, it will be a biological method. I use another insect to eat another insect.
And,
That is how we use.